Hi, friends. I wanted to share something that I would call a Taoist view of Trump, perhaps. Um, just throw it out there, and you may or may not agree with some of these views. Um, I would also call this a systems perspective. Um, so, looking at Trump right now, it looks like he won and we lost. Especially if you're in the ecological community, anyone who cares about Mother Nature, um, it looks like dark times are here. But I don't feel that way. I actually feel like he provides us with a fantastic opportunity that we didn't have. So let me explain that. Um, I don't know if you're aware, but a couple of weeks ago, we found out that we finally hit the 1.5-degree warming limit that was set out with the Paris agreements. And why did we hit that? We hit that because around the world, all the world leaders, including liberal nations in EU and all over, Japan, Asia, everywhere. I'm in Japan right now. They all switched to net zero 2050, net zero 2040. China's going to do net zero 2060, which basically put off any kind of change or transformation for decades. Um, compare that to how we all responded to COVID, where everybody on the planet, there was a plan and everybody did something every single day. You wore a mask, we shut down schools, everybody took responsibility. Everyone took responsibility for COVID, every human. And none of that's happened. And I wouldn't blame Trump for that. He came into office and he threw out the Paris Agreement. But if you actually look close, you'll see that President Obama, when he was president, while he supported the Paris Agreement, he also supported the gas industries and oil industries and fracking. So, and there's actually a video of him online talking about how he talks to his daughters and Gen Z about, well, there's not much we can do. We might hit 2 degrees warming or 2.5, but I don't know if he fully grasped or if many world leaders grasp, what's going on. But anyway, so my point is, Trump right now is, he says, let's drill, and he's all for just throwing caution to the wind, and he really doesn't even believe in climate change. But the problem is not just believing in it or being afraid of it, but developing a plan for it. There has been no development of a plan. Now, if we want a plan, actually, there's a lot of great ideas out there. Regenerative agriculture, which helps work as a carbon sink to pull down carbon levels. Developing a circular economy. Localization. The whole localization movement is going to reduce the amount of exports going all over the planet using energy. I tell this to my students here. I'm in Japan, and I ask my students, what are you doing for the environment? And many say, well, we don't use plastic bags. They don't understand what's going on with the transportation systems and the amount of energy used, and even things like electric cars. People feel, electric cars will save everything. Well, I mean, there's a reason Musk is with Trump. Electric cars are not going to fix all the problems because they're going to use the electric grid. And anyway, my point is, if you think in a Taoist way, the Taoist approach is yield to the situation and relax. And then you kind of flow with things and look at the opportunities present. And don't just think of everything in terms of win or lose. It doesn't work that way. The universe does not work that way. Ecology does not work that way. We are all connected. We have social media networks, social networks. You can send out videos, you can send out ideas. So there's a lot that we can do. And that's all. I just want to throw that out as initial thought. Much activism in the world kind of takes the approach of boxing. It's a fight. We're trying to bring down, you know, uh, the enemy. And politics. It's a political approach. Take to the streets and fight. But the Taoist approach is more like find the weak points and then use the energy or the weight of your opponent to throw them, like in judo. Judo is very Taoist, as is all of the martial arts. And so it's a different approach. You're flowing like water. You're flowing like water. You're not just boxing. You're not just punching. It's not just to win or lose. And you use your opponent's energy against them. So anyway, with Trump, he offers an opportunity because now everything's focused on him. Like he's the bad guy. He's the enemy of the environmental movement. And that's actually, we can use that to our advantage, to throw and toss him and have some success. I think a big problem up until now is that the enemy hasn't been clear. The people, basically it's the global corporate empires who don't want to slow down the world economy, who are behind the scenes. It's not just Trump. He can help provide a focus. We still keep fighting him. I'm not saying we're not battling Trump, but realize that it's more symbolic. There's a lot of con artists out there in politics who will do anything for their corporate sponsors. And so anyway, I see an opportunity with Trump to help us kind of come back again and fight in new ways and develop a plan. Let people know the plan. We don't need laws if people start shopping differently. Consumer awareness. And localization, regenerative agriculture, all these things. If we can get the media to pay attention and get the information out in social media, I think we can actually be more successful than we've been. Think like the mycelium networks underground, connecting in under the radar. Everything doesn't have to be above the radar. There's a lot that happens with social networking and with people just changing and education, learning. As a teacher, I do that. So I just want to throw that out. There's so much information, but just take a different approach, a Taoist approach, and Trump can actually offer an opportunity for success, I think, because otherwise we keep going on this road to 2050, and what's that? 2.5, 3 degrees warming? It's madness. That's the road we're on, and it was not Trump alone who put us on that road, Anyway, those are my thoughts. Thank you. Peace.